Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Vanessa. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. In today's video, we're going to jump right into how to film or record YouTube videos on your phone. Literally, I know people feel like, oh, you need to invest into a camera. You really do not. All you need is your phone. I specifically have an iPhone, and I definitely use my iPhone sometimes in conjunction with my camera. And the only reason I got a camera is because for space issues. And when I was finally able to elevate in my YouTube videos, that's when I decided to get a camera. But when you're starting out your YouTube, please know you do not need all this professional gear. Your phone is just fine. In my YouTube growth series that I'm about to be starting, I'm so excited, I will be showing you in this video some tips and tricks on how to record on your phone. Please note, I do have the iPhone 15 Pro Max. You do not need an iPhone. I've seen people in the comments, not my comments specifically, but in other comments in the past, and say that their Samsung or their Android camera does great. So here we go. We're going to go right into the video. Now, step one is lighting. Lighting does matter. Lighting can make or break your video. So you want to make sure that you have good lighting. I'm currently using a ring light. I used a newer ring light, which is also listed in my Amazon storefront. This light is on the highest setting, but you do not need a ring light if you do not want to get one. All you need is your daytime light. So you want to record or film in the daytime. If you're doing like a talking video like this, you want to record like in the daytime, or you can use your flash. But daytime means that you are facing opposite the light. So if there's lighting here, your light needs to be here and needs to be facing you. Even if you had a lamp, you want it to be facing you. Now let me show you guys with my daytime light. It is currently 2 o'clock. And here's my lighting, and not even on the sunniest day. Here's my daytime lighting, and it is still good quality with just daytime lighting versus a ring light. If you do not have a ring light, you can also have a portable ring light. Most people have this for their phones when they're recording. Just turn it on and you will place it at the back of your phone. Say for example like this. It will face you like this, and then you just prop up your phone and it will get you like this. Let me show you guys my portable light that I got from my TikTok shop. We're doing a TikTok shop collab with a brand using this lighting. So if you look at this video, here's the difference with it without it versus with it, and it makes all the difference. Tip 2, use your back camera. Literally, your back camera will give you the better quality than your front camera. And I understand it's like, oh my gosh, I love like being able to look at myself so I know what I'm doing. But guys, trust me, your back camera is the better camera quality. You record and say you have your tripod or whatnot, we're gonna get into that. Just have it facing and you can test it out. If not, here is a cool hack if you have a Apple Watch. So on Apple Watch, you can go to your Apple Watch and you have this setting literally called camera remote on your Apple Watch. So once you have your phone and you have like your camera out, I'm gonna click camera remote and it'll literally show me what's showing on my camera remote when I record. So it's literally mimicking what I'm doing on my phone. So even if I decided to show a wall or show my little camera, my mirror, is gonna show my mirror. So that's what you guys want to do. I don't really know how to explain that without being able to flip my camera to you. It's really difficult, but this will help see if you're in frame, because once you click that button on setting remote and then you put your phone on the camera mode, it will literally show exactly what you are filming on your phone on your Apple Watch, and you'll be able to see if you are in frame or not. If that's not the case and you have a MacBook, your MacBook can screen mirror what your phone is showing. You can also do that with your TV. Please make sure you guys look up these cool hacks in detail, but these are some cool hacks that you guys can use and connect to your TV just to make sure that you're in frame and you can see what you look like and what other people will be seeing while you're recording on your back camera. Here are my camera settings that I use to record. I'm gonna put them right here. Make sure you copy or mimic or whatever you need to do to match it. But here's where I record my video. So let me tell you guys about this. So though mine says 4K at 30 FPS, which is frame per shot, I actually use 24 when I'm filming for my YouTube videos. If you can look down where it says 4K at 24 FPS, it says film style. This is very important. Now it does give you a film style type of quality. I'm going to insert a clip right here where I'm showing you guys a little bit of my film style. It kind of records in like a slow but smooth way. I don't know how to describe it. It's still 4K quality, so you're fine. But when it comes to the frames per second, it is at 24 FPS. When I'm just recording just regular videos, I do put it at 4K at 30 FPS. But please keep in mind of the space and the megabytes that it will take up. Also, my enhanced stabilization, I want to make sure that everything is stabilized because that is also an important tip. I do turn off HDR video because it just doesn't work for me, I'm not gonna lie. And then now I'm going to show you guys my cinematic mode. I do it 4K at 24 FPS. My grid is on, and I make sure that I mirror my front camera. You want this so you're not looking lopsided. This is when your face is kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but just make sure that you mirror your front camera. And I also make sure I view outside the frame, and my grid is on because of rule of thirds. Rule of thirds is something that I learned in one of my camera classes, which I feel like is helpful for me to have, but it is not necessary. It's definitely optional, and let me show you guys real quick. So if I am taking a photo, for example, I'm going to level this. If you guys see those lines, those grid lines, that is basically what it is, and it's going to make sure that I have everything in that center frame. But honestly, it's not that important. Tip 3 is simply make sure that your phone is horizontal. Your phone definitely needs to be horizontal because that is the way that you watch YouTube videos. If you're watching this video, you are watching it horizontal or landscape. You are not watching it vertical. Vertical is for what you use for like Instagram, TikTok, or maybe YouTube Shorts. But when it comes to YouTube videos, make sure that you are recording like this, which is sideways. Another very important tip while using your back camera is having a tripod. You want to keep your phone as steady as possible so you don't have it looking like you're jumping in the air, you're doing jumping jacks while you're recording. You don't want it to look crazy or anything, so make sure you prop up your phone. I use my ring light if I'm just sitting down talking like this, I use my ring light and I'm able to mount my phone up on the tripod that it comes with. And it also comes with this little thing where I'm able to put my camera. I usually have it this way because I'm able to lock my camera in just like this so I can have it horizontal. You can also use a longer tripod, which is actually this is very long. It goes like over like 6 feet, so I can mount my phone right here. I will turn it like this so that it's horizontal, and it makes everything stabilized. Another thing you can do is just a regular tripod, say for example like this, and this can mount your phone wherever you go. You just want to be able to mount it if you want it really tall. Make sure you're looking at height dimensions so you know how tall it's going to go, or maybe you don't even need it that tall. So just make sure you get a tripod so that you can keep everything steady, and also try to make sure that your hands are steady if you are recording with your hands. So when I'm recording outside things, like if I'm just filming anything out where I'm not looking at myself, I make sure that my hands are steady. You can hold it like this so that you make sure it's steady. Now, really quick, I'm going to teach you guys about lock, focus, and exposure. This is the next tip. So you're going to press and hold your screen on your phone to lock, focus, and brightness before filming. Okay, so don't mind my desk. Like I said, I'm going to put it on 24 for when I'm doing for YouTube. For the sake of this video, I do have my daylight lighting. This little square that you see with the sunlight, this is exposure settings. So this is usually how I get my aesthetic videos, usually for other like platforms, but you can make it as dark as you want, or you can make it as light as you want. Another way that you can do it, if you don't want to do that, oops, is I will literally use this to click where it has a plus minus sign, and I can decrease or increase exposure. You can also lock in your exposure however you want, but this usually does the trick for me. Another tip is to film B-roll. So A-roll, this would be A-roll, but B-roll would be another roll where you are getting footage. So basically that's like getting little clips like pouring coffee or walking or scenery. These aesthetic shots do matter, like to enhance your videos. If you're just talking, again, this is simple, but if you're doing like a day-to-day vlog or something, you want to get some b-roll. So if I'm walking, say for example I'm walking, I'm just recording myself walking. We also want to see where you're walking. How does the environment that you're looking at look like for us? So make sure you get some b-roll by just recording whatever you're doing, recording maybe the flowers, recording maybe the sky. We want to see more, so get some b-roll. So that is one of my tips for great or aesthetic videos. Again, if you were just facing the camera, this is fine, but as you guys can see, I've been inserting some b-roll, some of the videos that I've been making, just like that. Another tip, which is very, very important, and maybe I should have started out with this because it seems like a common problem. Even when I watch my friend's story, I'm like, clean your camera. Please clean your camera. We can tell when your camera has like fingerprints on it. We can tell when it's so cloudy, when it's dirty, when it has something sticky on it. You want to make sure that it is smooth and clear and clean, just to clean it off just like that. So make sure that you guys are cleaning your camera before you press that record button. The next tip is angles and panning. So angles definitely matter. People want to see all different angles. When you guys are watching a TV show or a film, you guys are getting different angles. You guys are getting angles from the left side, right side. The way I say do your angles is like to get a left shot of something and to get a right shot of something, get an above shot of something. Say for example, you are recording your food. Let's see how it looks from this side of the plate. Let's see how it looks from that side of the plate. Let's see how it looks from here. Now, panning simply is getting that motion shot like this. Panning is looking like this. Pretend like you're on a swivel chair and you're literally getting those angles and you're panning. Think of it like this. When you go into any type of store, say for example Walmart, your eyes aren't just fixated on just one little thing. Your eyes are scanning the room, and that's what people want to see. Let us see a little bit more and give that more aesthetic shot by panning. And you want to do it slow. Do not do it super fast. Make sure you pan. But this is also why I say that 4K 24 FPS camera setting is very important, because it's going to give you that very cinematic type of look once you're doing that. Another tip to use if your phone has it is cinematic mode. Cinematic mode I absolutely love. So when I'm recording on my camera, I do have a Sony ZV-1, but sometimes I don't want to carry my camera around, so I'm going to record on my iPhone. And with that, I'm using cinematic mode because it definitely matches my camera quality on my Sony. So with angles and panning, you are diversifying the shot, which I feel like is very good tip to utilize. So cinematic mode, I'm going to show you guys my cinematic mode in this B-roll film. Just taking this little body lotion I just got off my trip in Vegas. Basically going to blur out your background and focus on your subject. You guys see that yellow rectangle? It is focusing on that Jimmy Choo, and I'm gonna like kind of, when I take it out of frame again, it is focusing on that Dior. I'm gonna press Da Vinci, it's gonna focus on Da Vinci, and I'm gonna press Prada, and it's going to focus on Prada. I love cinematic mode. Now my other quick little tips, definitely make sure that you have space. It is so annoying when you do not have space when you're trying to record. That is the sole purpose that I had got a camera a few years ago, because I had 64 gigabytes on my phone. I did not have enough storage, and it was very annoying. Now I have 256 gigabytes, and it is definitely so clutch. But if you do not, make sure you delete what you don't need. After you've uploaded a video, I usually delete it. Do that at your own discretion. It is very optional, but typically I delete a video from my phone or whatever. If I've already edited and uploaded it and I'm done with it, just make sure you're saving space, because recording on your iPhone, especially at the highest quality, or recording on any phone at your highest quality, will take some megabytes and possibly gigabytes out. I also want to tell you guys to record in increments. I do not like recording full out 5-minute or 4-minute plus videos on my devices, wherever I record from, even on my professional camera. I do not like recording 4+ minute or 5+ minute videos, and the reason is because when I'm transferring to whatever editing platform that I'm using, or transferring to another device, or airdropping or anything, it takes a very long time because the file is so wide and so big. So I typically record in less than 3 minutes so that it will transfer quicker. If you're transferring to a laptop or like an iPad, like I record on my iPad, it's best to airdrop rather than send. Like, don't iMessage yourself or anything. I simply just airdrop it, because you get like the same amount of quality rather than sending, because if you send it to a device who has less quality, the quality might come out different. Another tip is camera audio. Now, I know you might see some videos and some YouTubers might tell you that you need to invest in a mic where they put it here or they put it somewhere where not able to be seen. But for me, I have not yet invested into a mic, and I still feel like people can hear me clearly. And on your editing platforms, you can also increase the volume of your voice. Now, if a mic is in your budget, there are a lot of affordable mics that you can find. So definitely get that if you feel that you need to. But honestly, I haven't felt like I needed to yet, which I might in the future, but at the moment, I feel like when I record on my iPhone, it's just fine. If I record on my camera, it is just fine, as long as you're not in a super loud area. Now, if you're going to be doing like YouTube interviews or going up to people or just somewhere in a very loud or crowded area, then yes, you might want to invest into a camera so people can hear you more clearly. On those videos I showed you guys earlier in this video, I was not using a mic at all. Know that you can also do voiceovers if you need to. If people can't hear you, just try a voiceover. Now, I saved the most important tip for last, and this is a very important tip. Start. Just start. Pick up your phone, pick up a camera, press record, and start. I've given you guys a whole guideline of all the great and the best tips that you can use to record on your phone. You do not need all this equipment, so don't sit here saying, I need to get this, I need to get that. That is not true. If you feel like your phone quality is not the best after you've done all this, then you should probably upgrade to maybe another better device, or get a camera. But other than this, I hope that this helped. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Please let me know, and make sure, as always, that you like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned to the rest of my YouTube elevation series. I cannot wait to show you guys as I continue to grow on my YouTube channel, but I can't do that without you guys. So make sure that you guys are subscribing and turning on my post notifications for the next videos. All right, bye guys.
I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me.